Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today we are going to solve a Renban Sudoku created by Akash Dulani. This Sudoku was posted by Akash in his blog Sudoku for All. I will add the link to his blog and the online solving interface for this Sudoku in the description of the video. Please do check it out. An interesting fact about this Sudoku is that Prasanna, one of India's top Sudoku solvers, had taken a time of 12:36 on this Sudoku, 12 minutes and 36 seconds, and he had commented that this Sudoku was a very narrow solving path. Having said that, I will move on to explaining the rules of the Sudoku. In each row, each column and each 3x3 box, there will be digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. And in addition to that, there are some lines given inside the grid, as you can see. These are called Renban lines. On these lines, you will have a set of consecutive digits in any order. So these are the rules. With that, we'll start solving the Sudoku. There are actually no digits that you can place by using simple classic rules. Not even candidate where you can restrict to only 2 cells. So let us start looking at the Renban lines with the help of the givens. Bottom 3 rows are completely unknown. So let us look at on the top rows, right? Because there are 3 lines and some 2 givens. So if you look at this box, you can't have a 1 or a 2 here, right? Because if you have a 1 or a 2 here, then it must mean that you must also have a 3 here. Because a Renban line of 3 digits will also have a 3 if there is a 1 or a 2. So 1 and 2 are eliminated. So remaining digits left are 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So you can either have a 4, 5, 6, a 5, 6, 7 or a 6, 7 and 8. So in all these cases, the common digit is that there is a 6, right? So whatever be the case, there must be a 6 in these 3 cells. So which is again not much information. So let us try to do the same activity in box 1 and see if we can make some progress. Okay, here it is very helpful in fact, because if you have a 7 here, this means that these 2 cells cannot contain a 8 or a 9, right? Because if you have a 8, 9 here, then you also must have a 7 to make a Renban line of 3 consecutive digits. So 7 and 8 and 9 are eliminated, and even 5, 6 are eliminated, right? Because 4 and 7 make sure that 5, 6 cannot be there, because if you have a 5, 6, then you need to have a 4 or a 7 to get 3 consecutive digits. So 5, 6 also eliminated. The only possible option left to us is 1, 2 and 3. We have a 3 in row 2 and 3 in column 2, which means that we will get the 3 here, and we can eliminate the 3 from these 2 cells. And this is giving us more digits. 5 is in row 3, 5 is in column 2, so we get a 5 here, and 9 is in row 3, we get a 9 here. And now these 2 cells must be 6, 8, right? Yeah, these 2 cells must be 6 and 8, and the 3 in row 1 and row 2 gives 3 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, so this is a sharp deduction. Can you have a 3 in row 3 column 4? If you have a 3 here, then you must have a 6 or 8 here, right? You can never form a Renban line of 3 consecutive digits with either 6 or 8 here, because 3 must can reach a maximum of 5, 3, 4 and 5. It cannot reach 6 and 8 in a Renban line of 3 consecutive digits. So 3 is not here, so 3 would have to go here. Oh, it's showing some, I will remove the highlight conflicts option. So we have a 3 here, which means that you also can't have a 4 here, right? So which means these 2 digits must be 1, 2 to get 3 consecutive digits. So but 2 is here, so this is a 1 and this is a 2. 2, 3, 5, 9, 4, 6 and 8, right? So this must be 1, 7 and this must be 1, 7. Similarly, you can't have a 1 here, right? Because of 6, 8, you can't have 1 here. So this is a 7 and this is a 1. Great. We have 5 in row 1 and 5 in column 8, which means that we get the 5 here. And we need a 6 in these 2 cells. So it is either 5, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 6. So we can make the pencil marks. So looking at this box, 4, 6, 7, 8 are remaining, but 4 is here, so this must be 6, 7 or 8, right? and nothing more can be done in that box. So let us look at this line now. You have a 7. Suppose if you have an 8 here, then this must be either 6 or 9, but 6 is not possible, so this must be a 9. And suppose if you have a 6 here, then this must be either 5 or 8. You can't have a 5, so this must be an 8. Great. So if you look along row 5, we can see that 6 cannot be in these 3 cells, so 6 must either be in this cell or this cell. If you have a 6 here, then this cell is a 7, right, because you can't have a 5, and if you have a 6 here, then this cell is a 7 because you can't have a 5. So 7 must either be here or here, depending on whether 6 is in row 5 column 1 or row 5 column 9. So this is giving us some interesting deductions. Because 7 is in one of these two cells, we can eliminate the cells which have an influence on both these two cells. So 7 cannot be in these two cells, because if you have a 7 either in either of these cells, then 7 will be eliminated from here and here as well. So 7 cannot be here, and similarly 7 cannot be in these two cells also. So 7 cannot be here and 7 cannot be here. So which means that 7 must be in one of these two cells, right? And the other cell must be either 6 or 8 to satisfy the Renbun property. Oh, we got a triplet now, beautiful triplet. 3, 6, 7, 8. So remaining candidates are 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. Let us go ahead and mark them. 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. Normally I don't write candidates in a cell which have 4 or 5 or more possibilities, but here we can make an exception because last 3 rows are completely empty and there is no information whatsoever. So let us try putting some possibilities to see if we can get some more eliminations. So we have a 9 here, right? And the only way you can satisfy a Renbun line with 9 of 3 digits is 9, 8 and 7. So you can't make that here clearly, so 9 can be eliminated. And even 1 and 2 also can be eliminated because column 1 and column 2 have a 3. So if you have a 1 or a 2, there must be a 3 in this line. So 1, 2 can be eliminated. So now we get a 4, 5 pair. So which means that this cell is either a 3 or a 6, but 3 is not possible. So this is a 6. And we are getting a nice Renbun line of 3 consecutive digits. So if 4, 5 pair eliminates the 4, 5 from this cell, and this is going to be a 1, 2 or a 9, right? 3, 6, 7, 8 and 4 and 5. So this is a 1, 2 or 9. Great. But we have a 1 here, so 1 can be eliminated. So this is a 2 or a 9. And this cell cannot be 3, 5, 6, 4 and 9 or a 1. So this is only 2, 7 or 8, but 7 is in one of these two cells. So 7 can be eliminated as well. So which must mean 7 must go into one of these two cells for column 2. And we have a triplet, 2, 8, 9 triplet, right? In box 4, which means we can eliminate the 8 from this cell. So this is 6 or 7, so this must be an 8 and this must be 6, 7, 6. So which means that this cannot be a 9 now, so this is an 8, this is a 2, this is a 9. The 2 gives a 1 here, the 2 gives a 1 here and this will be a 2 now. And this 2 and 9 gives us a 1 here, beautiful. So I can feel that this Sudoku is very hard because the reductions were quite narrow. So if you look at this box, the only possible digit left is 4. We can make the pencil fixed digit. 5, 6, 7, 1, 4, 8. So remaining digits are 2, 3 and 9. 9 is obviously not possible in this cell. So 9 can be removed. So this is 2 or 3. If you have a 2 here, this must be a 3. And if you have a 3 here, then this must be either a 2 or a 5. So these are the only possible candidates for these two cells. 1, 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6. Remaining possible digits are 7, 8. We can pencil mark them. So where do we go now? So 4 is in column row 5 and row 6. So 4 has to go in row 4. So you see that I am constantly switching between classic and the variant property. In any Sudoku, it's important to always have a lookout for the classic digits as well, because sometimes when we are solving variant Sudokus, we tend to forget seeing classic digits that can be placed and we often get stuck. So you also need to look for the classic rules in the variant Sudokus. So 2, 8, 9, 1, 4, 5, 6. So remaining digits are 3, 7. We can pencil mark them. But a 3 can't be here, right? Because if you have a 3, then this cell must be 2 or 4 to satisfy the N1. So this must be a 7, this must be a 3, this must be 6 or 8, and these two cells must be 6, 8 and 9, right? 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, 7. So 6, 8 and 9. The 7 here eliminates the 7 from this cell, so this is a 4 or a 6. And we already know that 6 must be in one of these two cells. So 6 can be eliminated from this cell, and 6 is also not possible here. So this is 4, 7 or 8. But 7 is here, so this is a 4 or 8. So since you have 4, 8 here, you have a 6 and 7 here. So this must be 2, 4, 8 or 9, right? And the only way you can satisfy this Renban line is by using 8 and 9, right? Because 2 and 4 do not have any consecutive digit. So you can eliminate the 2, 4 from there, we get an 8, 9 pair. And this is also not an 8 and 9. So this 8, 9 gives us 7 here. And that eliminates the 7 from here. We get a 4, 6. So this will be an 8. And this has to be a 2 because of the 4 here. Great. So 2, 8, 9, 3, 5, 7. So this must be 1, 4, 6. Right. So a 4 can't go here. So this is a 1 or a 6. 6 can't be here. This is a 1 or a 4. So there is a 3 in row 4 and row 6. So 3 must be in one of these two cells because 3 can't go in column 6. So any more easy digits? So if you look at column 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 have been placed. Remaining digits are 5, 6, 8 and 9. But a 6 can't be here. So this will be a 5, 8 or a 9. Now it is getting very difficult because I am unsure where to look for digits, right? There are no more easy digits or anything that you can do here now. So let us switch back to our classic solving style to see if we can get some progress. We have a 2, 3 here and a 2, 3 here. So which means in column 9, you need to have a 2, 3 in these 3 cells, right? So let us work with this 2, 3 here. Can you have a 3 here, right? You can't. If you have a 3 here, then 2 must be in these two cells and you again need a 3 to make the Renban line valid. So which means 3 can't be here. So 3 must be going into these two cells. Can you have a 2 here? If you have a 2, then this Renban line must be 3, 4 and 5. But you can't have a 5 in those 3 cells. Beautiful. So which means that both 2 and 3 is not possible here and this must be a 2 or a 3. Great deduction. Amazing deduction. So since you have a 2, 3 here, this must be a 1 or a 4. So any pairs or triplets? Nothing much. So if you look along column 8, remaining are 1, 4, 6, 7, but 1 is here, so this must be a 4, 6 or a 7, and this must be 1, 4, 6, 7. Let's not mark it now, it's not essential, I think, because there is nothing to work around with that pencil mark. Let us look at these lines to see if there is any more elimination. So we have a very sharp deduction now. Can you have a 9 in this cell? If you have a 9 here, then these two cells must be 7 and 8 to satisfy the Renban line. But the moment you put 7, 8 here, we cannot have any possibility in row 7, C2. What a deduction, guys. What a deduction. So you can eliminate the 9 from here. So this must be a 6, 8. And there is a 6, 8 pair now. So this must be a 9. And 4, 6 and 8, 2 and 3. So this must be 4, 6, 8, right? This must be 4, 6 or 8. Now can we eliminate some more digits? So if you look at this cell, Can you have a 9 here? If you have a 9, then this cell becomes 8 and this would have to be 7. So we have 7, 9 here and this becomes an 8. Not much information. Can you have an 8 here? If you have an 8, so this must be 6 and this must be 7. You can't have an 8 here, right? Because when you have an 8 here, I'll show you. If you have an 8 here, this becomes 6, and to satisfy this Renbern line, this would have to be a 7, but you already have a 7, 8 there, right? So which means that you can't have a 8 there. So 8 can be eliminated. So we see that the Sudoku has come to a grinding halt. The digits are only trickling now. That is understandable because last 3 rows are completely empty. There is nothing, no information there. So we need to make something more substantial. If we have a 5 here, then this can't be an 8. So this would have to be a 6 and this can be 4 or 7. Not much information. So if you look at row 7, we have a 7, 8, we have a 4, 6, 7 and we have a 4 or 6. So if I am able to place at least one of 4, 6, 7 or 8 into these 2 cells, then I get a quad, right? A quad into these 5 cells. So my line of thinking is that I am trying to, I already have 3 digits out of 4, 6, 7 and 8 into these cells. Now if I have 1 of 4, 6, 7 and if I am able to restrict 1 of 4, 6, 7 or 8 into these 2 cells, then I get a quadruple restricted to the highlighted cells, which would be tremendously helpful for me. So let us see if these 2 cells need to have 1 of 4, 6, 7 or 8. The simplest way to prove that is by eliminating all options of 4, 6, 7 and 8 here. Let us see if that is valid. So if you eliminate the 4, 6, 7 and 8, you can't have a 6 here. And you also cannot have a 9 here, because if you have a 9, you get an 8 here and you get a 7 here. But we are looking to eliminate 4, 6, 7 and 8 from here. So you can't also have a 9 here. So you need to have a 5 here, which means that this is a 6 and this must be a 4 or a 7. So this proves us that, right, this, regardless of whichever possibility comes into those cells, one of 4, 6, 7 and 8 must be in one of these 2 cells, which means that we are getting a quadruple, a hidden quadruple in fact, in the highlighted cells. Normally we restrict to 4 cells, but in this case we have restricted the quadruple to 5 cells. But that is helpful to us because we know for sure that in this cell we cannot have 4, 6, 7 or 8. So this cannot be 1, 4, 6, 7 and 8. So this can only be 2, 3, 5 or 9. 5 you can't have. This is 2, 3 or 9. You also can't have a 3 here, because if you look at closely this line, one of these 2 cells must contain a 3, because if it doesn't, then this must be a 2 and this must be a 5, which cannot satisfy Renbern property. So 3 can also be eliminated. Great. So did we get any nothing, no pair or triplet along that row, only the hidden quadruple. Okay, so I am noticing something here, guys. I am not able to see anything else, so let us use that logic. So what the logic is that if you have a 9 in this cell, 9 here, right? When you have a 9 here, this becomes an 8, right? Easy. And this becomes a 7. So this becomes an 8 now. And these 2 cells must be 4 and 6, right? So what this does is that we have a 4, 6 pair here and we also have a 4, 6 pair here. So this is called a unique rectangle, and this situation can never happen in a Sudoku which has a unique solution. So when you are sure that a Sudoku has a unique solution, you can safely use this concept called unique rectangles, right? So when this situation occurs, this means that in the final solution you can always interchange the digits into these 4 cells and get one more solution. This can never happen in a Sudoku because the Sudoku has a unique solution. So we can safely, I am able to use that property because the variant rule is not active anymore here. So if suppose the variant rule has some influence, then you must be very careful while using the uniqueness rule. But here we have already pencil marked 4, 6 and it is not active anymore and it's safe to use. So which is why I am using the uniqueness concept here. Hope you guys were able to follow. So eliminated the 5 here, we also eliminated the 3 here, and 9 cannot be here because of the reasons stated, which I stated. We would be delighted to hear from you if you found something else logical here, because I am unable to see anything else here. So 9 can be eliminated from this cell. So this is a 5 or a 6. And anything more. So because you have a 6, 8 here, this must be 5 or a 9. Nothing much. So let us continue. If you have a 5 here, this must be a 6 and this must be a 7, right? Yeah, this must be a 5, this must be a 6, this must be a 7 or a 4 too. Yeah, 5, 6, 4 or 7. And if you have a 6 here, this must be an 8 and this must be a 7. Great. So now we get a 4, 6, 7 triplet. Superb. So we get an 8 here now. So this must be a 7. And we can eliminate the 6 because of this triplet. So this must be a 5 and this must be a 6 now because 8 can't be there. That gives an 8 here, which gives a 6 and a 7 here. Now we are getting some digits. So this can't be a 5. This must be 2, 3, which gives us a 9 here. And that 9 gives an 8 here and a 9 here. Superb. So in column 4, there is only one cell left for the 9 and that is going to be here. And these two cells must be 1 and 2 now. And these 3 cells must be 3, 7 or 8, right? Because of the 7, we can eliminate the 7 from there. Great. So these 2 cells cannot be 5 or a 6. They will be 8 and 9. And because of this 2, we get a 3 here. We get a 2 here, and these 2 cells can't be a 2. And this 3 gives an 8 here. And 2, 6, 7, 3, 8, 9. So these 2 cells must be 1, 4, 5. We are getting some good progress. Again, we can safely use the uniqueness concept. So if you don't have a 7 in this cell, we again get that unique rectangle into these 4 cells, right? So you can eliminate the 4, 6 from here and place the 7 here, which gives us a 4 here, which gives us a 6 here, which gives us a 6 here and a 4 here. So we used a very cheeky idea to get the digits going. So in a Sudoku, you can use any concept. Even unique rectangle is a powerful strategy and you can very well use it. So you have an 8 here, so this must be a 7 now, this must be a 3. And these 2 cells must be 1, 4 now for box 9. And you have a 1, 4, 5 triplet in row 8. So a 4 here eliminates the 4 here. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 along column 6. So this must be 1, 2, 6 or 8, right? Yeah. And let us look at this line now, because I think that will be the final nail in the coffin of this Sudoku. So if you have a 1 here, this will be a 2. A 4 can be eliminated, right? Because 4 is here, so 4 is not going to be here. And a 5 here means that this must be 4 or 6. But both 4 and 6 are not possible. So 5 also can be eliminated. So that gives a 1 here, a 1 here, a 4 here, a 4 here, a 5 here. We have started a chain now. This one gives a 4 here, a 5 here, and this one must be meaning that this digit has to be a 2, because this is a n-bar 9, and this 2 gives us a 2 here, a 3 here, a 3 here and a 9 here, and this 9 gives us a 9 and an 8 here, and this must be a 6, right? And this 2 gives us a 2 here, a 1 here, a 1 here, a 6 here, and 7 and 8, right? And that completes this very narrow Sudoku. So if you saw, we had some really sharp reduction all along the solve, and we had to make some pencil marks to really get the Sudoku going. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this video, and please let us know in comments if you found anything else better than the unique rectangle that I found in the solve. Maybe there is something logical. I'm sure that the author must have integrated something logical at this point. So please let us know in comments if you find something. And hope to see you all soon. Please remember to subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you.